Life Coaching: Understanding How to Run an Effective Life Coaching Business. Written by Derek Young. Narrated by Mark J. Kaiko. Introduction to Life Coaching. To make any changes in your life, you must first acknowledge that something needs to change. This realization might come after experiencing difficulties in one or commonly more areas of your life. These might include self-esteem and confidence, relationships, career, work-life balance, health, parenting, stress, bad habits, smoking, excessive drinking, exercise and nutrition, debts and finances, weight loss, anxiety, depression, and panic attacks. It is, however, important to acknowledge that although many of these factors impact on our life situation, truly they are just symptoms. It is our core beliefs that shape our life experience. Those things that we believe and think about ourselves, others, and the world at large. Exploring your core beliefs begins to raise self-awareness and acts as the catalyst for change. Life coaching is a very positive and effective practice which helps people make significant and meaningful, in other words, ones which will last, changes in their lives. Although it is important to accept and acknowledge your past, indeed it has brought you to the point you are at now, life coaching deals with the present moment and shaping your future rather than focusing on your past. The role of a life coach is to help you to assess your life situation as it is now, look at what you want to achieve in your life, and then help you decide how you can best achieve that. A life coach guides, motivates, assures, prompts, and encourages, but never tells you what to do. Through active listening, good communication, questioning, interpretation, and evaluation, a coach will help you and suggest tools and techniques to move you towards your stated outcomes. You, however, set the pace and ultimately make the changes and achieve your desired goals. Life coaching is often confused with therapy. As stated above, life coaching deals with the now and positively moving forward in shaping your future. Therapy often focuses on past events and processing through these. Coaching is based on an equal partnership where the client and coach work together to achieve agreed outcomes. Therapy takes on the form of a patient-therapist relationship, which usually follows a specific therapy model. If you are unsure, coaches usually always offer an initial consultation, often free of charge, to enable you to discuss your current situation and whether coaching is right for you. This obviously also allows you the opportunity to talk to the coach and decide whether he or she is the right coach for you. Life coaching raises your self-awareness and connects you with your true self, that which is your highest good. Although people often experience feelings of overwhelm during coaching, which is a natural part of the process of change, looking at yourself and your life in a more objective way enables you to see clearly what you would like to work towards and achieve. Coaching is an exploration of self, and so often reveals new interests, passions, and different paths to follow. A positive change in one area of your life will naturally impact on other areas of your life. By addressing your core beliefs, it is possible to effect changes in many areas of your life simultaneously. New ways of being extend beyond yourself and impact on your family, friends, and those you come into contact with. Coaching encourages you to remove boundaries and limitations you might have placed upon yourself. This can result in you becoming more creative, proactive, and motivated to succeed. Ultimately, coaching is about restoring your natural balance and helping you to live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilled life. There are no hard and fast rules as to the length of coaching. Most coaches will offer single coaching sessions, which can be just as effective for some people as a schedule of coaching. However, it is more common to book a minimum coaching schedule and add more, or indeed take less as necessary. Coaching sessions are usually between 60 and 90 minutes in length and take place once a week. Studies have shown that it takes 21 days to form a habit or a new way of being. With this in mind, and in my experience, a coaching schedule of 6 one-hour weekly sessions is enough to make a significant change to set you on the path towards achieving a new way of being. Remember, it has probably taken you many years to reach the point you are at now, and so to make changes that will last, it is going to take time too. This is not to say that you should view it as difficult or impossible. Anything you put your mind to can be achieved. The cost of a coaching session or schedule of coaching sessions will depend on the coach you choose. An average cost for a single coaching session is in the region of £50 to £80, but some coaches charge up and in excess of £100. Coaches who specialize in professional or executive and business coaching may and often do charge much more. Of course, money is an important factor when choosing a coach, but try to make your choice based on your gut feeling and which coach you feel most comfortable in talking to. Where does coaching take place? This will depend on your location. Most coaches offer face-to-face and telephone coaching with additional telephone and email support included. You can discuss what is best for you during the initial consultation. Some coaches charge different rates for face-to-face and telephone coaching, so it's advisable to confirm this with them. What makes a good life coach? A good life coach will have diverse life experience, as well as having completed an accredited qualification. A good life coach will be supportive, friendly, professional, honest, empathetic, organized, intuitive, and objective. They will respect your beliefs, goals, and desires, while creating opportunities for you to explore these, leading to new actions resulting in your desired coaching outcomes. A good coach will believe in you when you do not believe in yourself, and ultimately help you to see that you have everything within you to help you achieve what you desire. A good coach will walk the talk. In other words, they will generally be pretty happy, healthy, and fulfilled too. What could you do to begin looking at your life in a more positive way now? One of the most difficult things to do is be objective with ourselves. However, if you are reading this, then you are probably at a point of wanting to make some changes in your life and achieve different ways of being. Everything starts with a thought, and so begin, quite simply, with where you are at now. Notice your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Do you always think negatively? Do you respond in ways you feel are not good for you or others? Do you often experience negative emotions? When you feel you are thinking, feeling, or acting in a way you feel is not good, simply observe. Bring your focus of awareness to the present moment and observe what you are thinking, feeling, or doing. By doing this, you are becoming your own silent observer. Don't judge yourself, but simply notice what is happening as it happens. You will soon begin to see that you have a choice to think and so feel and act differently and in a way that serves you. In other words, in ways which are good for you. Rather than focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you do want. Begin to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. At first, this might feel as though you are constantly watching and noticing your thoughts, but over a short period of time, you will find that thinking more positively feels more natural. When you change what is within, what is without changes naturally. This is to say that by changing your thoughts, you are changing what you experience in your life. You are not going to get yourself out of debt overnight or into your dream job in a month, but by accepting and acknowledging that the change must come from first within you, you will begin to work towards changing your life situation and shaping your future more in line with what you want. Life coaching. How life coaching is different than therapy. Life coaching is not therapy. Therapy focuses on healing and fixing unresolved issues of the past. Life coaching, on the other hand, supports healthy people. It begins with the present and assists clients in setting very clear and specific goals that they want to achieve in the future. While the past may be discussed on occasion, it is addressed only to help you recognize what is holding you back. Life coaching is always action-oriented and forward-moving. Areas of life coaching. Clients can be coached in many different areas of their lives. For instance, they can be coached in the following areas. 1. Business and career coaching. 2. Life and motivation coaching. 3. Family and relationship coaching. And 4. Health and wellness coaching. Business and career coaching. Throughout your career, you will experience challenges and obstacles that affect the direction of your profession. Research indicates that business and career coaching has evolved into a mainstream fast. A business and career coaching can help you navigate through challenges and obstacles towards solutions. Business and career coaching can help to attain great job and career satisfaction, create a work and life balance, establish a small business, enhance leadership skills, and decide whether to stay or leave. Life and motivation coaching. Research indicates that life and motivation coaching can help you discover gaps or roadblocks and work on ways to overcome them. In overcoming roadblocks, you will reach a high level of satisfaction, self-awareness, self-confidence, and happiness in life. Life and motivation coaching can help a person make decisions easier, successfully prepare for difficult situations, gain self-confidence, become more assertive, realize life purpose, study more effectively, make transitions easier. Family and relationship coaching. Research indicates that supportive, healthier, caring, and loving relationships can lead to greater happiness, better health, and increased longevity. Family and relationship coaching can help to meet a compatible partner, find supportive relationships, create closer connections or bonds with family, create closeness with friends and loved ones, parent more effectively, and navigate children through school. Health and wellness coaching. Throughout life, our habits and thoughts can impact our bodies and lives in many ways. Changing our habits, developing new habits, and creating long-lasting results can be challenging. A health and wellness coach can help to clarify personal health and wellness goals, maintain healthy activities, break habits, identify areas that are causing you stress, develop ways to eliminate stress, manage and reduce stress, create a work and life balance, have more energy, start and/or maintain an exercise regimen, manage a disease or health condition with less stress, understand the mind-body connection. How does life coaching work? First of all, coaching is based around the idea that you are full of potential that you aren't realizing. Everyone has an inner Gates, Buffett, and Oprah. All you need to figure out is how to unleash them on the world. The human mind is an amazing machine with no known limits to its potential. That explains why so many people know that they could achieve more and feel frustrated when they don't have the results that they know they are capable of getting. The second principle of life coaching is that the reason that you aren't getting what you want is because some of your core mental programming is off, or in other words, it isn't working for you. Just like any program or software can be changed, you can change the software of your mind. Of course, most of us can't change our own software, and that is where coaching comes in. A professional coach knows how to help you alter how you think and thus alter what you are getting out of life. How is this done? Good coaches often use several techniques to alter your programming. Neuro-linguistic programming is arguably the quickest and the most effective. Often, a client will receive a monumental shift in the way that they are thinking without even being aware that they are thinking differently. With this type of coaching, you can overcome trauma from the past, change how you view events, get new skills and resources for work or relationships, and start using them automatically and naturally without even thinking about it. When you get a coach, you can expect to act differently. Of course, when you act differently, you get different results. And that is the whole point of coaching, to get new results. You already know how to get what you already have. Life coaching will help you get what you don't know how to do on your own. So are you open to doing things differently so that you can get what you want? If so, then life coaching is a good option for you. Maybe you are like others and want to improve your life. Many, perhaps you too, are longing to change the bad for the good in their life. If you want more out of your life, then take action to get what you deserve. Nobody is going to give you the life of your dreams. You need to make your dreams come true. The benefits of life coaching. Life coaching is a very powerful process that has many benefits in many areas of life. Your health, income, confidence, relationships, career, or business can be profoundly impacted by engaging in the process. Here are some of the benefits of life coaching. Getting focused on what you want. Oftentimes you really want something but aren't even doing anything about getting it. When you focus on what you want, you attract more of it into your life. Getting clear about why you want what you want. What is your motivation? Sometimes, when you get really straight with yourself, you realize you can get what you want in much different ways than what you originally thought. When you get clear about this, you have a very powerful motivation. Make a plan on how to get what you want. Something very magical happens when we put pen to paper and write out a plan. The universe starts to conspire in your favor. When you have a master plan to achieve what you want, then you can focus on taking one small step after another. Bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Ultimately, the end goal is for you to achieve your goal. You will have to look at who you are being and take appropriate action to have what you want. Be lovingly supported when you are stretched beyond your comfort zone. Let's face it, it is usually fear that stops you in having what you want. It can be scary to be outside of your comfort zone. And what you want is usually outside of your comfort zone, or else you would most likely already have it. So it takes courage to take action outside of your comfort zone. A good life coach can coach you through the fear into action from a very powerful place. Increase your confidence and improve your self-esteem. As you overcome fear and take action outside your comfort zone, you will build confidence in yourself. Also, as a result, you will increase your self-esteem. Life coaching, past, present, and future. Life coaching past. Life coaching really emerged noticeably about 10 years ago. Most life coaching was advertised as executive coaching or leadership coaching, and they were usually hired by corporations for staff or individual training. With the onset of in-house corporate training teams, the need for executive coaches diminished, and many sought other areas to continue coaching in. Since then, there are now life coaches that coach in every area of life you can think of, and then some. Many life coaches specialize in one or two main life areas, but many still coach in multiple life areas. Originally, life coaches were people who had some kind of previous work experience before going into coaching. Most executive coaches came out of the corporate business world, and as an executive coach or leadership coach, were able to make great incomes. Many of these past executive coaches also have become client attraction or marketing coaches in today's climate, and their services are provided to corporations still, but mostly to small or solo businesses or individuals. Life coaching now. Now life coaching is common, easy to find, and is for businesses and individuals, and can be called just about anything. Today, there are many life coach training schools, but there are huge disparities between the qualities of education students receive from school to school. In fact, there are no required educational standards that a life coach must follow or provide, and there is no regulation of the life coach industry. Anyone can call themselves a life coach and open a practice. Buyer beware becomes a very serious phrase to remember. There are now a couple of professional organizations, such as the International Coaching Federation, which as a professional membership organization is working diligently to establish coaching standards, life coach school standards, and looking at types of regulations that could benefit the industry and consumers. There are now between 10,000 and 20,000 life coaches that are providing services to customers. There are an increasing number of people pursuing becoming a life coach. Many people want to help others, but many think they can earn a tremendous amount of money while being able to work at home in their PJs part-time. If only it was that easy. Today's world of having a web-based business and all it entails has become very complicated and isn't as cheap in startup costs either. Most life coaches are earning much less than $20,000 a year because they don't have enough clients. Many coaches fail because you have to be a person who can structure their own time while working from home. When you work in a business, it provides structure that you work within. At home, there is no structure except what a person creates, and it is all too easy to not be structured. Marketing has become a huge part of daily life for life coaches, much more than ever before, and many have taken marketing to an incredible level of hard selling. Those coaches, providing marketing or small business startup coaching, have created a huge income-based industry, but it has also gained tremendous competition over the last few years. Niches. Niche in life coaching is the current theme. This means that a life coach specializes in one or a few areas only. There are many life coaches, though, who still would be considered general life coaches and offer a much broader range of coaching services. The market is pushing life coaches to have specific niches quite hard and explain that the public prefers specialists and are willing to pay more for them. It is rather like the medical profession. You have generalists, generalists with a smaller focus, specialists with a broad focus, and specialists with very specific focus topics. So everyone entering coaching is told to have a niche. It could be life coaching, client attraction, marketing, public relations, Christian, organization, health, financial, and many, many more areas that coaching is being offered in. Why people should try life coaching. Life coaching is an awesome way for people to stay motivated, keep their focus, gain self-insights, and strive to achieve their goals. Life coaching deals with the here and now and goes forward from there. It is an action-based, coactive coaching style that is not like therapy, which deals with past life events and more psychological issues. A life coach should have the educational or work and life experiences and tools necessary to meet the needs of their customer, and if not, then say so and refer the customer to a life coach that does. I recently tried to get a referral network started at the life coach school I attended, so that I and others would know where to refer a customer if I felt their needs could be better met by another. Only 2 other coaches felt secure enough to put their strengths out there, no one else. In today's busy, fast-paced world, it is often filled with stress, little personal support, and difficult to achieve your goals or solve problems. Life coaching is a great means to help a person with achieving their goals, solving problems, getting the support they need so that life is less difficult and overall improved. What to look for in a coach. Tips for you as a customer in choosing a life coach include: know ahead of time what you want to achieve with a life coach and be able to answer how a coach can best work with you and you with them. It is also helpful to have an idea of how long you are willing to be in coaching before you expect to achieve your results and how much you can afford. Research different life coach websites and read their articles, newsletters, and check out their education, work, life experience, and training. Interview 3 different coaches. Include in the interview all your questions on experience, prices, examples of accomplishments related to your goal, how long do they think it would take to achieve your goal, explain how you prefer to work with a coach and what their style of coaching is. Ask for 2 references that had goals similar to yours, and most importantly, make sure the life coach you choose is one that you connect with or that feels right to you. Other possible questions can be asking what the life coach feels are their strengths and weaknesses. Also, be cautious if you get the impression that the life coach may end up telling you what to do or pressuring you into goals or avenues that you do not want and they seem more the agenda of the coach than yours. Life coaching is supposed to be about the customer and what they want to achieve and their style of learning, growing, achieving through the process of reaching their goals. It is not about the life coach. In fact, every life coach's goal should be to put themselves out of business. If coaching were done well, then eventually fewer people would need it. As the saying goes, teach them to fish rather than feeding them fish, and they will never go hungry. Costs for life coaching services can typically run $300 to $600 a month, and some will go to $300 or more an hour. Some coaches actually earn $18,000 an hour. If the life coaches you check out don't publish their costs, ask. What is the future of life coaching? Where is life coaching going in the future? While the economy and the increasing stress of everyday life is severely hurting the quality of people's lives, life coaching will continue to grow in the number of people it serves, as well as the number of life coaches entering the field. The number of people utilizing the web and becoming web-based businesses will continue to increase the number of coaches who provide marketing, client attraction, and who start business types of services. One of the newer life coaching waves coming is wellness coaching, which is similar to health coaching. Many life coaches practicing health or wellness coaching have not checked their state's laws on what they can and cannot coach on in this niche. A life coach cannot treat, diagnose, cure, prescribe, or provide counseling. Will social media change the face of coaching? That's unknown at this time. There are many blogs and forums now that people can access for support for their specific needs, meet, and get to know other people interested in the same things. The world has gotten smaller, and it is much easier to find people to talk to on the web, yet we are more isolated in our real lives than ever before. In conclusion, life coaching has gone from corporate America to the mainstream. The benefits of life coaching are becoming better known, and there are many gifted life coaches available, but you will have to do some weeding first. Life coaching can improve the quality of your life and even your physical and mental health, and thus, it is hoped, it may be covered by health insurance as proactive services someday. In the meantime, life coaching is affordable and easy to find. If you are in search of life coaching for a very specific area of your life or goal, there is likely a life coach that covers it. But the bottom line is that it is up to the consumer to pick the right life coach for them, and if it doesn't work for you, then stop and switch to a life coach that will fit you better. Myths about life coaching. Because a life coach gives reinforcement to help others become a champion in his or her life, and because the state of the world is becoming ever more negative at a rapid pace, many people are interested in learning the truth about coaching. More people today than ever are becoming curious because they either want to work with a coach or because they are considering this path for their life's work. Unfortunately, along with the rise in interest, there are many coaching myths being spread about. These myths often inhibit people from pursuing this life-changing career. They also inhibit people from seeking a coach when it would be most beneficial for them to make those long-lasting changes and reach the goals they hope to reach in their life. 1. Life coaching is only for people with serious personal problems. When pursuing a career as a coach, you may receive negative feedback from loved ones worried about the sorts of life problems you will have to deal with. The fact: people use coaches to improve their lives. People with great lives may need a boost of confidence or help getting down the right path. Coaches help people from all walks of life, not only those with serious problems. 2. Coaches are just another type of counselor or therapist. The fact: coaches are not therapists, counselors, or psychiatrists. They help people set goals to enhance and improve their lives. They are there to be sure that an individual has adequate support when making life decisions, improving relationships, resolving conflicts, or as sounding boards for people who want to pursue any type of personal development goal. 3. You can't be a life coach with how you have lived your life. When you begin your training as a coach, your close friends and family may scoff at your decision based upon your past life choices or based upon the quality of your present life. The fact: coaching is a path that people choose because they want to help improve the lives of others, no matter the state of their own lives. Even if your own personal past decisions weren't the greatest, if you feel as though you can help people make great decisions to improve their lives, go for it. Sometimes the greatest inspiration can come from knowing what it's like to be in a less than perfect situation. 4. You're charging an arm and a leg for your grandiose services. The fact: coaching does not have to be expensive. You can charge a reasonable rate for your services and still make a living. The less money you charge, the more people will be likely to come to you, and the more hands-on experience you will get. Once people see the good you do within short time frames for a reasonable rate, the less grandiose they will consider your profession. 5. Life coaches think they are better than everyone else. The fact: the whole point of becoming a coach is to help others to get to the positive place they want to be. That alone is enough to prove that you don't think you are better than anyone else. 6. Talking to a friend will do just as much for a person as seeing a coach, so don't bother. The fact: a friend is more likely to patronize their counterpart when asked for advice or direction. As a coach, you will be providing clients with an unbiased opinion of the situation and the client's personal goals. Plus, there is no personal attachment to the person's decisions, so a coach is a neutral third party that will not try to sway others for personal agendas. 7. People will only want to complain about their problems. The fact: coaches are people you talk to about positive goals you hope to meet. There is no room in a life coaching session for complaining, as complaining is the first step to failure. I can't express enough that a life coach is not a counselor. 8. It takes up too much time. The fact: a person can take great steps to progress in an amazingly short amount of time when working with a coach. Once again, life coaching is not therapy, so you won't be working with the same people weekly on psychological issues. You will have a long list of clients who need casual motivation here and there, so don't worry about your career taking up too much of your time. You're not a psychiatrist on call 24/7. 9. Life coaches are glorified mentors. The fact. Coaches provide clients with the tools they need to move themselves ahead in life. The whole point of life coaching is to show a client what they are capable of. No mentoring and demonstration necessary. 10. Life coaching doesn't accomplish anything. The fact. With proper goal setting and action, many things are going to be accomplished. The client will reach their desired goals with enough determination. Just like an athlete can win gold medals, others can win their own personal gold medals when they have a coach on their side. The principles of life coaching. Everyone needs a life coach in their life who will help them in achieving their goals. They help their clients to analyze their current situation and help them in taking the right decision in their life. They guide you throughout how to overcome the obstacles that you meet in your path and achieve success. A life coach has his principles, and he follows them while coaching you. Each one of us has our assumptions, and normally we are guided by them. We do not even question the assumptions, even if they hold us back from living life to the fullest. It is the truth that the assumptions we make in our lives make us what we are. Our assumptions give us a feeling of happiness or sadness, etc. A life coach is also guided by his principles. The first principle is that a coach understands his trainee and has his own opinion on how life works. A coach must have a clear perception of things. His perception should not be affected by unnecessary assumptions, unfair biases, or personal experiences. The second principle of a life coach is to assist the person he is coaching in the building of healthy relationships. He needs to encourage people he is coaching to have lifelong friends. If we have a good network of people around us for support and cooperation, then it becomes easier for us to achieve our goals. The third principle is that a coach should not have the word failure in his dictionary. He should take lessons from the past and move confidently ahead, not quitting and giving up on dreams permanently. The fourth principle is that a coach must take responsibility of his actions. If things go wrong, he must accept it and not blame it on someone else. He should take charge at all times. A successful coach is one who believes that no matter how difficult things seem to be, there is a solution for every problem in this world. A coach who is solution-oriented will be able to progress. Another sound principle of a life coach is that he must keep trying something different every time in order to achieve his goal. A new approach to problems at times does the trick. A coach may adopt another principle that he may choose to imitate the successful people in the way they think, feel, and act, as it will help him to move ahead with the assumptions these people make. A coach who is successful learns new things and implements it in his life. If changes are required, then he must be able to make the change instantaneously. A coach must be able to initiate change in him if it is required. Yet another principle of a life coach is that he must understand that if he wants to be successful in his job, then he must be in full control of his mind. By doing that, he will be able to achieve the desired results for him. A coach must have the positive intention to succeed and the desired resources for it. And lastly, he should be a person who is full of love, must be willing to learn, and only then he will be successful in whatever he chooses to do in the future. Why should I use a life coach? Throughout our lives, we often find ourselves knowing what we want in life, but for whatever reason have a hard time accomplishing our goals. For many adults, this is a very frustrating experience. Is it something they're doing wrong? Is it the way they act or how they attract certain people? Or is it those around them that are holding them back from maximum performance? A life coach is a peer who has greater experience in certain areas than you, be it social, physical, business intelligence, or emotional intelligence. A coach can help you answer questions about your goals that are frustrating you. A coach will first identify what goals you want to work towards and identify why you haven't achieved them yet. Finally, a coach will help you formulate a plan to achieve those goals, typically with small assignments once a week. A coach is akin to a business consultant who's hired to look at a company from the outside in to identify points of weakness and areas for improvement. A life coach sees your life from an objective perspective and holds nothing back when it comes to telling you the brutal truth about what you need to change or fix. Think of your life as a bridge stretching from one destination to the next. Bridges always need maintenance and care. They also need a good foundation. An impactful life is like a well-maintained, well-balanced bridge that gets you from where you are to where you want to be and what you want to become. A well-trained life coach is able to look at your lifestyle patterns or specific problems and identify weaknesses in the structure of your bridge. When you hire a life coach, you are committing yourself to change. For many adults, this can be scary and intimidating. For those ready to make the leap into becoming more powerful adults by overcoming current obstacles and negative patterns, using a life coach can be a powerful edge. When you hire a life coach, you are investing money in yourself as long as you are getting something out of the coaching experience. The improvements you'll enact with the help of your coach are permanent positive changes in your life. A life coach is hired because they teach you permanent solutions and permanent positive problem-solving methods to maximize your performance. Common reasons adults hire life coaches is to improve their social skills, improve their productivity, improve organization, follow a successful diet, or become better at business. Coaches hold you accountable to the goals you set for yourself, guided by their experience and mentorship. When you are matched to a compatible coach, the money you spend for your sessions is an investment into your long-term success. Because of their objective and more experienced vantage point, coaches will usually give you some unique ideas about yourself and how to maximize your potential. Coaches can see patterns of behavior and pinpoint how to fix or change negative patterns. Life coaches are an interactive one-on-one way for motivated adults to overcome obstacles to where they want to go in their lives and career. How will a life coach change my life? A life or business coach will not change your life. Your coach will help you change your own life. Every decision is yours every step of the way. Your coach is interested only in empowering you and finding your true inner passion by helping you get absolute clarity and tapping into your core values and your pure vision about what you want to achieve in your life. At what time in life do you decide that you would benefit from or even need the services of a business or life coach? Many people seek life coaching when they are experiencing transition in either their personal life or their careers. Those who seek business coaching either want a faster path to success or feel they are stuck and need to make a breakthrough. In both cases, people want to find a strategic way to take correct action, clarify their vision, find their inner core strength or passion, and gain momentum to excel in a long or short-term goal. Before you work with a coach, request a discovery session and find out if the coach has these 7 qualities. 1. You are the expert. No one knows you or your inner world of thoughts and feelings better than you. Does your potential coach honor that you are the absolute expert on you? A good coach will respect and acknowledge you for who you are and work with you to maximize your strengths and support or delegate your weaknesses. 2. Open-ended questions. A professional coach is trained to ask you thought-provoking, open-ended questions that enable you to dig deep within and in a safe space to discover qualities and motivators that otherwise would not be obvious. 3. Belief. Your coach believes in you, sometimes more than you believe in yourself. Helping you to achieve your goals and dreams is the only agenda that your coach has. Your coach will partner with you to strategize and support you every step of the way. 4. Perspectives. Your coach will help you gain new perspectives to broaden your understanding of situations and circumstances that may not seem to be supportive for you. 5. Non-judgment. A professional coach is not judgmental and chooses to look for the opportunity in any situation. 6. Growth. Your coach is looking for growth opportunities, increased awareness, empowerment, and expansion, bringing to you an abundance of opportunity to experience personal and professional development, fun, joy, and well-being, whilst helping you with strategic interventions to help you achieve your goals. 7. Solutions. There is always a solution. Your coach will be your greatest cheerleader and celebrate with you every step of the way. There is always a solution, and your coach is tenacious in supporting you find the best solutions to fast-track your success in business and life. A coach is considered someone who has your back, is on your side, and supports you in achieving your dreams and goals. A professional coach is trained to listen to you and to help you dig deep to discover and empower your strengths, help you follow your true passion, and turn any perceived weaknesses into opportunities for growth. A great visionary and transformational coach is trained to bring out the best in you. Types of life coaches. Life coach courses allow people of any background to develop the skills to help others reach their life goals. There are many different areas where life coaching can be applied. This variety of choices means you can tailor your training to the area that is right for you. The 5 most popular types of life coaches are listed below. Leadership coach. The main focus of a leadership coach is to teach people how to inspire others to act and to lead in the direction of success. A leadership coach will teach people how to be more assertive, confident, and better at decision-making. A person who has received leadership coaching will get the most out of staff and employees and unlock the potential of those working for them. Relationship coach. Relationship coaches help people deal with issues they have been having which are preventing them from having a rewarding relationship with others. Most problems typically come about from the lack of personal communication skills. A good relationship coach will look at the strengths and weaknesses in the relationship and give advice based on the individual's circumstances. A good coach will also know all the underlying principles of what makes a relationship successful and be able to apply the principles to come up with specific solutions. Career coach. Career coaches are there to help individuals make difficult decisions about their career and professional development. They help in job advancements and will make sure that you have a good list of jobs to choose from that suit professional objectives. Some tasks that a career coach will undertake include conducting a skills assessment and developing a career action plan based on market situations. Business coach. A business coach is different to a career coach because business coaches are tailored towards people that run their own company and want to improve it as much as possible. They will have the expertise in setting up and running businesses, but will also have the mindset to train and share knowledge with others. Some business coaches can be extremely specialized in their field. Some focus specifically on functions such as marketing, finance, while others are generalists that can help across functional areas. Communication coach. Communication coaches operate on the premise that effective communication is the key to success in many areas of your life. They will help to optimize how you communicate with others, bringing about critical change in many areas of your life. Topics covered normally include areas such as body language, voice tonality, physical mirroring, and listening skills. A good communication coach will train you to speak clearly while getting your message across. This will help in improving the quality of your relationships and businesses. Each of the different coach types requires completing specific life coach courses. No one course is better than the other. Each individual will find some courses to be more suitable than others. If you want to excel in this profession, then now is the time to start learning the required skill set and gain experience for the real world. Millions of people out there need guidance in many different areas of their life. Life coaches are there to help. Life coaching courses. Have you ever heard of the term life coach courses? Have you ever wondered what they are? Then you have come to the right place. Today we are going to talk about what these courses are and in what ways they can help you. As you may understand from the name, these are courses that can help you out with your life. However, people do not quite understand how that works. Now we are going to cover how it can help you not only with your personal life, but your professional life as well. The first thing to note about life coach courses is that they are designed to help you fulfill all of your personal and professional life goals. These are goals that you may not be able to reach yourself, or goals that you cannot reach the way you are living your life right now. These courses are built to help you get a better handle on what is going on in your life and allows you to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. These courses can help you to find out what is really going on in your life. You may also find out that you have to set better goals for your life. Some of the things that are going to be covered in these classes are, of course, finances, health, career, and even your relationships. However, the most important thing that will be talked about is your own personal growth. So that brings up the question, how do these life coach courses do this? How do these make such a big impact on your life? Well, once you get into these courses, you will see that most people only need a small push in the right direction to change their life around. Most of the time, people feel they cannot change their life, thus, they do not feel motivated to change. However, these coaches give you the support and the structure that you need to get the ball rolling. Along the way, they are going to keep you focused on your goal and provide advice to get things done. The best part about these courses is, of course, the coaches. They have the willingness to help you, but on top of that, they are naturally creative people. They are going to get you to think outside the box like you have never done before. Not only that, but they can provide you with the resources and the skills that you need to start thinking creatively yourself. This is not just a class to get you to your goals. This is a class that is going to teach you how to get to future goals as well. Like they say, give a man a fish and he eats for the night. However, if you teach a man to fish, then he can eat the rest of his life. This is just an example of how this kind of class works. In the end, you are going to be left with the feeling that you have done something grand. Step-by-step guide to life coaching courses. If you are also interested in becoming a life coach, then you must surely follow the steps that are mentioned below. 1. Specializing in a particular field. If you have decided that you want to become a life trainer, then your next step involves selecting and specializing. Different coaches specialize in different fields like education, career, fitness, money, business, relationships, and others. Think very carefully and select an area in which you are most comfortable. Once you have selected a field, you have to give people advice concerning that particular field. 2. Inspiring others. If you are a life trainer, then your main job involves inspiring others to achieve their goals and aspirations. You will see that your education qualifications, experiences, and career can really help you in motivating others. If you want, you can also take training for life coaching. 3. Work of a life coach. After deciding your specialization, you need to decide how to plan your work. You need to organize a plan so that you can motivate your clients in a systematic manner. You need to plan out all your actions carefully, step by step, so that prospective clients would be able to understand what you teach them. 4. Planning out effective techniques. Professional life trainers who are fully qualified can plan out effective techniques with which they have to work with their clients. You have to plan strategies for each client, and you also need to evaluate their progress from time to time. If your client is not able to achieve success, then you have to motivate and encourage them to perform better. Life coaching courses. Tips to choose the right one for you. Taking a life coaching course is an important decision in your life. It has the ability to change the future of the lives of others in a significant way. There is a great variety of life coaching courses ranging from those that focus on business to those that concentrate on relationships. With so many options, it's best to start with information that can help you with your career choice. Here are 3 tips that can help you make this career choice. 1. What struggles have you had to overcome? Having a job that doesn't fulfill you is a waste of time in the long run. You will feel dissatisfied and your job performance will suffer. You need to find an aspect of life coaching that you're passionate about, one that you may have a personal connection with. One way to choose is to reflect on the challenges you've overcome in your own life. If, for example, you've been able to overcome a difficult romantic breakup and have grown in maturity as a result, then becoming a relationship coach would be an option for you. The personal power coach Tony Robbins used to feed families every Thanksgiving because a stranger did the same for his family on Thanksgiving. If you can connect with a purpose, then you'll be more able to help someone else going through the same issue. 2. What are you good at? We were all born with unique skills and abilities. Some of us are naturally athletic. Some of us find it easy to speak different languages. Tapping into our natural abilities is another way of finding out which course is right for you. By determining what your natural strengths are, you will find it easy to help your clients. 3. Who do you have a passion for helping? Who do you have a strong desire to help more? Entrepreneurs or high school students? Or are you more interested in helping women overcome their mental blocks? Each group will have their unique characteristics and challenges. Each group will appeal to different coaches. Knowing who you have a passion for helping will reduce the choice of courses that you have, making it easier to focus on the best courses for you. Life coaching steps to improve any skill. Do you remember the last time you were trying to get something done but kept procrastinating it again and again? You were doing that probably because you didn't know exactly how to do it, or because you thought you couldn't do it well enough. You were probably thinking, I don't know where to start, or I don't want to look stupid doing this, or there's so much to learn, or I'm overwhelmed, or maybe all of the above. The good news is that there are a few principles that if you stick to, you're guaranteed to improve any skill dramatically. 1. Practice only one skill at a time. Don't half practice 2, and definitely don't juggle 10 at a time. 2. Try the newly learned skill until you're convinced you can do it. On NLP training, you learn that assurance could come from someone else or from within yourself. Keep doing it until you're convinced you're good enough. 3. Keep in mind that when you learn a new technique, your skills might get worse at first. When golfers learn a new technique, their skill level drops down a bit until they master the new technique and their skill level rises up to where it hasn't been before. 4. Focus on quantity, not quality. Keep repeating the new skill as much as you can, and eventually quality will take care of itself. 5. Practice in safe situations, not in key situations. 6. Review. After you're done, ask what you could have done better. Ask yourself or ask someone else and take the feedback on board. 7. Realize the importance of details and give attention to minute particulars. Perhaps not early on, but as your skills increase. Now here's something very important. If you're not getting better at a new skill, don't blame anyone else. You can only blame yourself for not practicing enough. Practice is key. How to become a life coach. Steps to take to get started coaching. Here are some tips to go from zero to becoming an expert life coach. Define your avatar. This might surprise you, but this is a critical first step. You may be familiar with the concept of an avatar, but if not, let me explain what we mean. An avatar is a profile of an ideal client. It's a picture of the type of person you would love to have as a coaching client. Now, you might be thinking that it's too early to know, or that you're just not sure, but that's okay. We still encourage people to give this some thought first. You can do so by asking yourself questions like, what types of people would I love to work with? What types of things would I love to help them do? Why would it be important for them to do these kinds of things? Why might they need the help of a coach to do or achieve these things? Sure, it may seem early to have answers for these questions, but give it just a little bit of time. We feel so strongly about this process that we begin our own coach training and certification with an in-depth look at this concept. In fact, we have our coaches come up with a specific profile of an ideal client before they even start with any of the training on coaching strategies or principles. You might be asking, what does this tell me about how to become a life coach? Well, it helps to do two things. It helps you to start the process of getting clear on the types of people you want to help, and that will light a fire in you. And that fire will help to fuel you as you start to move through your training and certification process. Again, if it doesn't, then you may need to look elsewhere. It helps you to get a jump start on the business side of your coaching practice. In fact, it helps you to take a step that most coaches never take. As a result, you'll start the process of being ultra clear on the types of people you want to connect with and build your business around. Decide on a timeline. Some people love coming up with schedules and timelines, and others cringe at the thought. No matter which side of this fence you're on, this is still a vital step. How do you want to tackle your training? Do you need to do this while you work another job? Do you need to consider work or family schedules and time off? Do you need to find a training option that allows for little to no travel or time away? How soon do you want to be coaching? If you don't want to start coaching for another year or two, you might have more flexibility. But what if you want to be coaching in the next 3 to 6 months? Do you need to find a coach training program that fits into that schedule? Here are some additional questions to help you to put a specific short-range timeline together. I would love to get started on my coach training by date. I would love to be completed with my coach training by date. I would love to have my first coaching client by date. I would love to have my 5th coaching client by date. Sure, it may be hard to push yourself to fill in these dates, but give it a try, and then start to look for programs that will help you to achieve your timeline. You may need to be flexible, but this timeline can help you to filter some of the coach training and certification programs that are out there. So if the program lines up with your schedule, then great, you can consider it. But if it doesn't, then you can take it off your list of options. Define your budget. This is an important step to take early on because it will also begin to act as a bit of a filter as you are investigating how to become a life coach. Now again, you may need to be flexible, but at the same time, this process is similar to shopping for a house. So if you decide that you are going to purchase a house, it's important to give yourself some parameters before you start to go out and look at million-dollar homes. Now obviously, if you're ready for a million-dollar house, by all means, go grab one. But if you realize that you're more at the starter house level, that's fine. It's just important to think about that before you get started shopping. With coach training and coach certifications, a bigger price tag doesn't always mean that it's better. It might just mean that it's more expensive. So don't decide on a program based on price alone, but definitely give it some consideration. The other thing to consider here is the other costs that might be involved with a life coach training. For example, if the program involves multiple trips to a city for training, you need to also consider travel costs and time off of work. You'll need to budget for those as well. Plus, you'll need to find out whether the certification is included in the program. Now, if you budget for those things, it's okay. But if you don't, finding out about those kinds of additional costs can be a crushing blow, as you can imagine. In fact, one of the key reasons why our graduates point to our online curriculum as being the best fit for them is that they can participate in the training without having any travel costs. Plus, they cite that it's been helpful to know that they will only pay one price and not have to worry about any hidden fees. Here are some sample questions to help with this step. I would like to be able to spend blank or less for my coach training and travel. I would love to charge my clients blank for a coaching package. Industry average is $150 per hour, so I would be able to recoup these costs with blank clients. Decide on a good personality match. One last consideration is the personality of the life coach training program. Why? Well, there's a very good chance that you are going to be spending some significant time with the creators or facilitators of the program, either through live events, video training, or conference calls. So you want to make sure they are the types of people you want to spend time with and learn from. Also, give some thought to their approach. If the program seems to be highly theoretical or full of studies and research, and you love those types of things, then great. That might be a perfect fit. But if you find yourself wanting to roll up your sleeves and get to the practical and the hands-on aspects of the training, you will want to make sure to find a program that clicks with you. So here are some final questions for you to consider as you're thinking about your personality match with the coach programs. As I'm looking at the training offerings, I am finding myself wanting to spend blank, more or less time with the organization. I really like or don't like this organization's approach because blank. My gut feel for this organization is blank. In conclusion, as you are asking questions about how to become a life coach, we hope these 4 steps will help to guide you in your decision-making. Extra tips for becoming a life coach. Before investing time and money into becoming a coach, research the profession. Make sure you're not overlooking the realities of what is involved in starting a coaching business. There are key areas in understanding the truth of what it takes to become a coach. 1. Understand what life coaching is. The International Coach Federation definition of coaching is, coaching is an ongoing relationship which focuses on clients taking action toward the realization of their visions, goals, or desires. Clients hire coaches to resolve a challenge or to get support to attain a desired result. Your job as a coach is to support the client to be successful, usually by asking questions and listening. Coaching usually occurs over the phone, although it can also occur in person for a higher fee. Many coaches offer additional free email access or laser telephone coaching of 5 to 10 minutes in length between sessions on an as-needed basis. 2. Is life coaching the right career for you? You may be thinking that becoming a coach is an easy way to make $200 plus an hour. Making a career change, training, and starting a new business can be scary. It takes time, money, and effort. Research the profession thoroughly. Compare your skills with the competencies needed to be an effective coach. The more information you have, the more confident you will be about your decision. 3. Choosing a coach training and certification program. To enhance your effectiveness, confidence, and credibility with potential clients, you'll need to add specific coaching skills to your toolbox. Clients invest in your coaching services because they want to get results. Imagine hiring a personal trainer with no specialized training in weight training. Injuries can result. 4. Learn how to create a thriving coaching business. Coaching is a business. It could take 3 to 18 plus months to create a full coaching practice. Marketing is the key to getting the word out about your coaching business. If you're serious about being financially successful, learn about marketing and about building a business. 5. Take action. Ask yourself, what do I need to know in order to decide if becoming a coach is the right career move for me? Do your research before becoming a coach. It may seem overwhelming at first, so schedule small blocks of time. Talk to coaches. Find out what's it really like to be a coach. A career in coaching can be very rewarding, personally, professionally, and financially. Do yourself a favor and do the research before jumping. This has been Life Coaching, Understanding How to Run an Effective Life Coaching Business, written by Derek Young, narrated by Mark J. Keiko. Copyright 2018 by Vincent Newt. Production copyright 2018 by Vincent Newt.